Welcome to SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days. Joining us from Sherman, Texas, is the Austin College men's soccer team, head coach Mark Hudson, and junior defender James Saulnier. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Coach Hudson,
Thanks, James.
I'll start with you and simply ask, what are your expectations going into 2013?
Well, the expectations are high, and we're just excited about the new year. Things ended a bit sour for us last year, and that's while there was some positives to take from that, it was definitely a motivating factor, and we're just excited to get going. We certainly got to make up some fill some holes from some seniors that we lost, but the core group's back, and it's been fun so far this week, kind of seeing what the possibilities could be with this group, and we're just excited to get going.
You mentioned last season with the core group coming back. This was a team that went into the SCAC Semifinals and took on Trinity and took them absolutely to the wire, was almost able to spring into the SCAC championship. Tell us that motivating factor that takes you into 2013 after coming so close a season ago.
Well, the boys will tell you, it was devastating. And regardless of who we were playing, obviously, their position nationally and what they had done within the conference, to lose the way we did, it hurt. And while it proved and showed us some things of what we're capable of doing, night in and night out, it's not a way we want to end the season. And so that kind of has been a big motivating factor going into certainly the off season and now as we approach the fall campaign. So we're just excited and really ready to kind of take each game at a time and see what happens.
You tell me some of the team goals you guys are hoping to accomplish this season, as well as some individual goals for yourself.
For team goals, a big thing for us this year is to take one game at a time, do what needs to be done one game, not looking forward, say, a week in advance. So if everyone does their part one game at a time, the end result will be, hopefully what we want. And for individual goals, more or less to actually just contribute to the team, be a leader on the team. We have several guys who can lead in all sorts of positions, and just kind of doing my part and helping out the younger guys, kind of get a feel for, the conference and the style of play that we have at Austin College.
Coach Hudson, I'll turn back to you. Obviously a week through preseason, still pretty early, but the season ramping up next weekend. Just tell us thus far through preseason some individuals that have stood out to you.
Well, this guy to my right has been fantastic, and he kind of got a little bit of a late start with us last year as a transfer. I think he had to sit out 2 or 3 games before he got things going, and really ended up being a key cog to what we did ultimately achieve last year. And now for him, to be able to come in, have a full preseason with us, he is a coach on the field for us, which is huge. And then you look at my junior class across the board. We return Andrew Paredes in the midfield, Caleb Scher up top, who was our leading scorer, and I believe he led us in assists as well. And then our goalkeeper Andrew Celio, who now has a full year under his belt in goal, and throw in some newcomers and the seniors. We're feeling pretty good about where we are.
James, I'll turn back to you. As you look through the roster, as Coach just mentioned, quite a few juniors, quite a few seniors as well. Good strong upperclassmen core. To attain those goals you mentioned before and expectations, how important is it to you, for you and your classmates, to emerge as leaders this year?
It's very important, actually. We just take what we learned from last year and learn from the leaders and the seniors that we had last year and build on that. If we can get the freshmen to build on that, this will make this program that much better and that much stronger here in the future.
Coach Hudson, I come back to you. You have a couple newcomers coming in. Tell us what you've seen thus far in preseason from the newcomers that have pleased you.
I've been thrilled. We have 5 new guys, and all have come in shape and have really performed well. We've got 3 guys competing for what I would say are 2 outside back spots, and really any of those 3 could come in and do very well. And the one that doesn't get that spot is going to find a position elsewhere. And then we've got two other guys who are going to really put themselves in a position to play. So, I feel like we're going to have more depth than what we had last year. And, as we continue to gel as a group, which is in addition to taking one game at a time, making sure that we come together as a group of teammates. If all that happens, then, again, we feel very positive about the direction of where we are at this point in the preseason.
You're watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, Austin College Men's Soccer joining us. And, gentlemen, we'll get you out on this final question. For Austin College to be successful in 2013, what will be some of the keys?
Chemistry. We feel like we've got talent. We feel like we've got depth, like I said earlier, and really the positions to take us where we need to be. If we can really come together, not just on the field, but how we get along with each other in the locker room, we're going to be in great shape. And that's kind of been how we've shaped preseason so far, and so that's what we're looking at.
James, what will be some of the keys to success in your opinion?
Coach nailed it on the head. Knowing the different personalities and knowing how to address certain issues, either on the field or off the field with individuals. Just basically knowing what you can be said, what player can run to, a certain space, balls be played, etc. Just like I said, chemistry, and like I said, it all work out in the end.
You have been watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with the Austin College Men's Soccer Team. Coach Hudson, James, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you in 2013.
Thank you, Mr. Ho.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.